Welcome to the Silent Hill Ascension What If Show. I am Noah, and I'm joined here by the wonderful, inimitable Felipe, who will take us through the run of show.
Thank you, Noah. Production, could you please put up the run of show graphic? As we do every Monday, we'll watch together the premiere of the bonus scenes at 5:40 p.m. Pacific time. We'll start over in Norway, and then we'll move over to Pennsylvania. Please, Noah, take us away.
Okay, because you know what time it is? It's 3 o'clock. So let's go over our beautiful, beautiful tree from top to bottom and then bottom to top again, because we don't want to just be one-sided here. So, What If is similar to what most of you remember as DVD extras. I don't remember it because I am 15 years old. Just kidding. I'm actually twice that much. You're going to unlock bonus scenes. Since we made tons of extra content, you deserve to see it. The choices will be made available for the full week. Once these close, playlists of the winning extra scenes will be made available. And the trunk of the content tree represents the sum of the decisions for the canon run of Silent Hill Ascension. During What If, we are visiting branches as we go up the trunk, but also up the tree. So now, without much ado, Felipe will tell us about the Norway scenes that we're going to see later. So production, can you please show that up on screen? Thank you.
Thank you. So, the Norway key scenes. Today we'll watch Have a Drink. Brit decides whether or not she's going to drown out the voices in her head, right? Then Straight Reunion. Brit navigates a tense exchange with her old friend Niels and tries to convince him to help with investigating the Lady of the Woods. And finally, Revelation, when Astrid meets with Aurora to have their final interview and the identity of Still Dallen's Herald is revealed.
Yes.
So, yeah.
A herald, a heraldina, a heraldo, we don't know. By the way, I saw Kokoro Slayer. Is that how I said? You said English is hard. I noticed the more I try to push it, the more I fail, you know? Kokoro Slayer, Seimna. Okay, thank you for, misery loves company, so Noah loves Kokoro Slayer.
By the way, Kokoro Slayer is like Killer of Hearts.
Yeah. I don't know. Because Kokoro Slayer is no, I got you. Cries in Latina. Haven't we all been there, you know? I still got my chancla over here, you know, in case of emergency. But anyhow, so we're gonna unravel these scenes in their What If version. So we do have quite a change here again. You'll see in a second, but it kind of goes with the pattern we've already been starting to see of bad Astrid and kind of not so Brit. And it does go still in line with that. We're gonna unpack that in a little bit. Actually, let's just look at the decisions we made for Norway, and we can take it from there. Production, can you please show us the decision results? Oh, thank you so much.
Yes. So, what will Brit do about the voices telling her to drink? She'll drink that. She'll drink to throw them out. Damnation.
Yeah.
That was a mouthful. In the canon run, she smashed the bottle. This time, she'll just gulp it down. Then
she'll get smashed rather than smash the bottle.
Exactly. So how will Brit convince Niels to help her? She'll feign romantic interest. Damnation. In the canon run, she'll apologize for cutting them out. And finally, who will Astrid ask for backup? It will be Lejo, the suffering choice. I think we have plenty of things that went really differently during the canon run.
Right. I think also like on the last one, who last would ask for backup. Originally, it was Haugen, so it was
Yeah,
wait, sorry, Hagrid. No, Hagrid. It was Hagrid power duo moment in the canon run, and now we're not seeing Hagrid. Like Hagrid is being trampled really by Leo.
yes. But Leho has more screen time. As Otaku Gamer says, Team Leho Unite. I think that Leho is a really cool character, and I wish we got to see him more on screen. Yeah, and like as I said, nothing will go wrong with Uncle Leho around.
Yeah, Uncle Leo will protect us. He really is, like whenever you watch like a horror movie or a horror show, a lot of times there's like one character that grounds you, that keeps it, like I don't want to name movies, but I almost did. But there's always one character that kind of grounds you. Oftentimes this character dies, but
And oftentimes that character is a barman.
right, exactly. Barmen tend to be, a soothing factor in our lives, more for some, less for others. But yeah, so we're gonna see Leo and badass Astrid power duo instead of a Hagrid power duo. And I see that Atai here cries in Hagrid tier. We're not seeing Hagrid as much in the What If season. I know, but we had plenty of Hagrid in the canon, so that's okay. But without further ado,
Yes.
now I said it right. Without further ado, let us premiere our glorious Norway scenes.
Go ahead, gulp it down. It will make you feel better.
I hope this makes you happy, Mama.
That's a good girl.
There! Happy now? Mama? Orson, go to your room. Now! Again, Britt? I thought you said you were sober. I am. That was empty when I got here. Don't lie to me. I can smell it on your breath. Yeah, fine. I had a little, okay? There was barely anything left. Britt, I'm worried about you. Are you relapsing? You seem to be doing so well. Look, you don't know what it's like. It's like this force outside of me. This thing I can't control. I'm trying. I really am. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Tensions are running high in this sleepy fishing village. It seems the wounds of the past never fully healed, and now they've split open once again. On the next episode, my search for the truth continues. That was bad.
A fellow pill popper, huh?
It's just something for the pain. Your sister used hollow point bullets. They tore up my insides. It's been over a decade and I still get flare-ups. I'm sorry. Am I making you uncomfortable?
My sister and I... we need your help.
And why would I ever help you?
Because I don't know who else to turn to. And I always felt pretty safe when you were around.
That didn't stop you from ghosting me while I was still in the hospital.
That was a long time ago. We're different people now.
I've heard some lines, but that one wins for sheer nerve. It's pretty fucking messed up that you tried to use my old school crush against me.
Look, we really need your help.
Fine. What do you need?
Where have you been, Mama?
It's hard to explain, Angel. I've got a friend who's working to find the person who hurt you. But that person won't like being found. So if that person should happen to come here, I want you to hide and don't come out, okay? Good boy.
Astrid! Where are you? I just saw your sister down at the hotel.
Leo, I need your help. It's about Orson.
I'm not sure I understand all of it, but you were right to call me.
Astrid! What in the world? Is everything all right?
Sorry about that. I'm Leo.
Nice to meet you. Why did you point your guns at me?
I'm so sorry for the scare. I wasn't expecting you.
This is the time we agreed to meet for your final interview.
Oh, could we... Is it possible to reschedule?
I'm afraid not. So there are some basic inventory questions I never asked in your intake. But we can just knock those out now.
Okay. And you're sure it wouldn't be better to do this?
How old is Orson?
He's 5.
And how old was he when he started wandering off?
It was a few months ago. I don't remember exactly.
Any allergies or health problems?
Nothing before this shift in behavior. Aurora...
Sure. And when did you first realize what an awful mother you were?
Excuse me?
When did you realize you were a blight on everyone you claimed to love? Astrid, I'm afraid I'm not getting out of these meetings what I would have wanted. But maybe it would help if we could see each other as we really are. Oh, I see it now. In your eyes. That hate, that pain. That's what I've wanted. You shouldn't fight it, Astrid. To suffer is to thrive in the garden. Open yourself to eternity. The heralds will show you the truth.
Welcome back. We hope you enjoyed these harrowing scenes. We have in the background right now, have a drink. That's where Brit decides whether or not she's going to drown the voice with alcohol. The voice seems to be her mother, Ingrid, her dead mother. Again, giving a strong Jamie Lee Curtis energy. And Brit is not so Brit this time around in the What If season. And also, so in a minute, Astrid is gonna walk in and she's gonna be like, Brit, I can smell alcohol from your mouth. And she's like, yeah. No? What?
Well, she says like, no, I haven't been drinking. And
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah, so like, okay, I've been drinking. But then like what gets me is that Astrid is like, after already we established that Brit was drinking, she's like, are you going to relapse? It's like, she relapsed. She just relapsed. Like, it's a weird question. Like, she literally just relapsed and she's crying, poor baby. I feel so terrible for Brit. You know, a lot of us can relate to trying to stop to do something, and it's just too powerful. Jamie Lee Curtis is threatening you.
Yeah.
You have to do it.
Yeah, well, and also, like, imagine that voice was your mother.
Yeah.
That would, like, freak me out bad.
I think in a way all our internal voices are our mothers and our fathers, but that could be because both my parents are psychologists.
Oh, yeah, that must be rough. I'm very sorry for you.
This maybe explains some things.
Yeah, like, can you scream at me like a normal person, please?
Why would you want me to scream at you? No, but actually they don't do this thing, the tropes. But I am like, I tend to think of anything in the lens of Freud. Like, I had a picture of Freud growing up over my bed instead of like Jesus or somebody else.
Yeah, that's creepy.
And also we had Brit kind of low-key flirting with Niels.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like that. Like, first your sister shoots me, and then you like ghost me, like, and then you want me to help you. Like, what's wrong with you?
Right, and you did point out before also something that's wrong with Niels. That who's recording their podcast just on an iPhone like that?
Yeah. Oh my God, that's like. Of course, it came out wrong. Like he says, it came out wrong. Of course, you're outside. You're not even in a sound booth, and you're recording on a phone without even a like, how do you call it, a lavalier mic or whatever. And of course, it's wrong.
Where is the love? And I mean lavalier. Where is the love? We don't see the love here. And also, of course, we had, you know, the Heraldina scene, the shocking Heraldina scene, and we had Leo and Bad Astrid being a power duo. But you know, Orson was very mad at the book, like, take that page, I hate you. Anyway,
but,
we had a lot of good stuff. But
a lot of good stuff. We have to move on though.
Now it is time to talk about Pennsylvania. So, production, can you put that up on screen and Felipe will take us through it?
I have to read this comment though. DDK UK, Niels has pure trust in the Apple brand. So, the Pennsylvania key scenes. We need to talk. Rachel makes a decision about the future of her marriage. It sounds like dying. Rachel takes Faith to meet Xavier and decide if she will accept his offer. Then the accusation. At the foundation, Rachel makes an accusation against who she suspects of being a hero. Yeah.
Oh my God, Jinx. We said at the same time. Oh my God.
Are we saying the same I'm saying because it sounds like dying.
Right, that's what it sounds like. Yeah, I feel like creepy kids, as we all know. What's Silent Hill without some creepy kids? And I feel like Orson and Faith are both really creepy because I love how Faith, like, you can't fool her. She's like, that sounds like dying. She's smart, you know. It's like, I'm gonna take you to a nice farm up north with the purifier. Never mind, we're gonna see it in a little bit. But we have a lot of drama here because, you know, in the canon run, it was more of like tension between Krista and Eric. And now, as we're going to see, the route has really changed on these. Like, we have... And, okay, I have so many things to talk about after we see the scene.
Yeah, like, what are the decisions? Please, production, put up the decisions so we can talk about those. So the first decision: what will Rachel tell Eric she wants for their marriage? No, you can't leave. You can't leave. I don't care your opinion.
Denied.
You can't leave. Denied. Then, what will Rachel do about Xavier's offer to rejoin? She gets fired, and then she'll say, demand to lead the Foundation. Very normal behavior, of course. And who will Rachel accuse of being a secret herald? Krista. Because Krista deserves to be named it. Even if she's not. I think that she deserves the hate coming from Rachel.
Krista, she always gets the short end of the stick. That's so. It was so clear. Like everybody spotted it in the canon run that it was a Barbara, soon to be known as Barbara Q, and this time it's Krista. Like Krista, she's not getting Eric's ding dong. She's not even getting him to kind of leave the marriage and like just low-key flirt with her. What does she get? She gets accused of being a Heraldina.
Yes, that's a lot of jealousy going on right there.
It's painful for Krista. But and we also have the iconic scene in the canon run where Xavier met his demise.
Yes, and by the way, this is a scene that we did watch as a bonus content during our canon run in the hosted show. But now it will be on the playlist. So you'll see it now, and then you get to see it over and over and over and over and over again if you want. And that's great, because I love to see Xavier get tanked.
Yeah, me too. I actually watch it before I go to sleep because sometimes monsters do die, and it's nice. And we're gonna go into the nitty-gritty of that scene. I see that Otaku Gamer X09 says Eric's ding dong lol. Yeah, that's the scientific term for this. It's a ding dongus latinus. But I know poor Krista at Artichoke said she just wanted some ding dong, and all she got is a cult. She's stuck between a cult and a hard place. But I think it's about time. Let's watch those scenes for Pennsylvania.
Faith, honey, why don't you go to your room? Mommy and Daddy need to talk.
No, I want to play a game.
It's not time for games.
No, Mommy, I want to play.
Faith, please go to your room.
Yes, Daddy.
You wanted to talk?
Did you really think that I'd just let you walk away? You can't leave me, Eric. Not ever.
Rachel, you can't mean that.
Do you think I'm joking? If I'm willing to go this far to get Faith back, what do you think I'd do to keep this family together?
But after everything we've done to each other...
We'll work through it, whatever it takes.
But...
No, not another word. We're a family and our daughter is back. She needs us both.
I'm just so confused.
Then let me clear it up for you. From now on, you're back to being the devoted father and husband.
I'm supposed to be back at the Foundation.
Faith?
The night sky shall bear witness to our glorious reunion.
I want to go back. I want to be with Daddy.
We'll be quick. I promise, sweetie.
Oh, my sweet child. If only you knew what the Purifier has prepared for you. Don't you want to go to a better place? Free of all this ugliness?
Sounds like dying.
Don't be afraid. Soon you will see a new dawn.
She doesn't want to be here.
And you? Have you considered my offer?
I can't join the Foundation under these conditions.
Go on.
Everything we've done under your leadership has only made things worse, Xavier. And now, you're just giving up. I want you to step aside.
And who would you have take my place? You?
I am the mother of an aspirant.
I was afraid it would come to this.
What are you doing?
Mommy?
Tell her it's okay.
It's all right, baby. Everything's fine. Keep your eyes shut.
I had such high hopes for you, Rachel. But I was wrong.
Don't do this. Please. I'll do anything.
First Joy, then Toby. Your blight spreads like a cancer. As long as you live, we will never be able to ascend.
Don't do this. Not in front of Faith. Please.
Mommy?
May the blood pass through the earth. May the soil and stone filter it until it is once again pure.
You killed him!
It's okay. We're all okay.
Mommy? What's happening?
Faith! Faith!
Why are we wasting time with this? We have more important things to worry about.
Rachel has been searching for the person who took her daughter, and I thought it would be good for you to hear what she's found.
Is that what this is really about?
While we were looking for Faith, I came across a phrase, one I thought might be from the Foundation. When I asked Barbara about it, she told me it connected to a heretic group known as the Heralds. It finally made sense.
Excuse me?
You've never liked me. You always resented the amount of attention Xavier gave me.
He gave you that much attention because of how much you're always fucking up.
Is that why you joined the Heralds and kidnapped my daughter? Or was it just so you could try to screw Eric?
I don't have to listen to any of this. That didn't sound like a denial. Get out of my way!
I'm sorry.
I'm not. If she hurt Faith, she needs to be exposed.
We'll have every Foundation eye on Krista. She'll slip up sooner or later.
Rach? How'd it go?
Eric, I want you to lock the door. And don't open it for anyone but me.
Rach? Rachel?
Eric? Eric! Shit. Shit.
Welcome back, my darlings. So, thank you for watching that. We know it was a lot. And now we're having the background. It sounds like dying. Rachel takes Faith to meet Xavier and decide if she will accept his offer to rejoin the Foundation. Now, I saw some chitter chatter in the chat about what's the difference. So, like, Xavier always dies, okay? He always gets collected. He always, we always snack on his finger, you know. But this time, Felipe, you put it in good words.
like I don't know if you recall, some characters had a fate like amount, right? And Saber never had fate. He was going to die anyway. It's even foreshadowed in the scene's title. It sounds like dying. What's the different thing is how Rachel basically approaches the situation. Like in the canon run, it was like, no, I'll never join you, crazy person. But then in the What If season, she was like, yeah, you fired me, and now if you want me back, I'll be your boss. It does. Like you get fired and you go back and say, no, I'm the CEO now.
Yeah, I'm coming back, but under one condition.
Yes.
This whole company is mine. And who hasn't been there? But I love, like, Rachel is such a boss. She's like really, she's busting moves. She's stabbing here. She gets almost stabbed. She stabs back. But immediately, that's kind of suspicious that Rachel immediately goes for the finger. She's acting kind of collectory. Okay?
Well,
I don't know.
There are things like something that DDUK mentioned, like how many knives has this woman had at her neck? Like she has more knives to her neck than like men that shave. Like
yeah, like fate as well. In the cards for Rachel was always losing her eye, whether she burns the book or actually gouges out her own eye. Maybe a knife was involved in that as well. We do not know. This is again for the fan fiction here. By the way, I just love the collector is so hot. Like, oh my god, I'm sorry. It reminds me a little bit of like one of my high school crushes. Yeah, one of my high school crushes really liked fingers as well. Yeah, we had this. So Faith was like, sir, that sounds like dying to me. You can't fool. She's Rachel's daughter, okay? For sure, she's Rachel's daughter. She's a bit smarter than that. But we also saw. So first of all, there's the scene. We gotta talk about it because Rachel was like, Eric was like, "What are we gonna do with our marriage?" And Rachel was like, "It was like I want to leave," and Rachel was like, "Denied."
Yeah, like nope, you're not allowed to go.
No,
that scene has a very weird energy because like Rachel is like, Faith, go to your room. No, but then Eric is like, Faith, go to your room. Yes, Daddy. But then Rachel is like, but you can't go.
Right, you're seeing the power dynamic. So Eric is the boss of Faith, but Rachel is the boss of Eric. So who's really the boss? Who's the boss, as they said in the 80s with Tony Danza. Yeah, so, and also, by the way, I want to speculate with our audience. How tall is Eric? I would give him a 6'2". He seems quite a formidable man.
Don't do imperial numbers, sorry.
Like 180, 185, 185.
185? I think he's like 175.
He looks tall. Like Rachel maybe is tiny.
Tall. I don't know. I will need to like check against the height of Faith. Or Faith is abnormally tall.
Right, anyway, she's a big girl.
Yeah, soon we'll have to wrap up the show, and we have some announcements to make.
Take it away, Felipe.
Yes, please. Please, production, put the announcements on the screen. As we approach the end of our journey together, we want to make sure that you have all information you need. The final set of new puzzles will be available on July 4th, and the last What If show will air on July 15th. Shortly after these dates, decisions, puzzles, moments will be no longer available. So please, to ensure that you keep a record of these moments, we recommend taking screenshots and backing up your profile information. But please do note that the VODs for both the canon run and the What If run will remain accessible, allowing you to revisit and enjoy the story as many times as you want. So I want to thank you for being part of the Silent Hill Ascension community. We appreciate your support and dedication throughout this incredible journey. And also, please be expecting for the news that we'll share during the San Diego Comic-Con for our next project. So Noah, please, any parting words?
Well, I learned something today, Felipe. I learned that I'm gonna miss the audience so much. But we still have 2 more weeks, so be sure to join us again next week. We're gonna be here unpacking the trauma, collecting fingers, blaming Krista on things, and watching Not So Brit go down a dark rabbit hole. We love you, audience. We'll see you next week, and thank you so much for joining us again tonight.
Thank you. Bye.